Okay, board building fans, this is the last of my caveman series of board building. These things are pretty crude, but they'll work for what I need to do with them, which is to ride these prototypes. And if I get people interested enough to ride the way I do, which is extremely unique, I can tell you that, and then I will get these built in a factory somewhere, and they'll all look really nice and clean, like any board you would buy in a shop. All right, here you can see the tape. This one was coming off. Luckily, I like to start with a nice fresh disc, because keep in mind this is a hardwood here, and it's probably harder than the putty. It's also helpful to have a little jigsaw, and you can trim off. Sorry for the choppy quality of these videos. My iPhone was screwing up. I had to cut out a lot of video. But here you see me fine tuning. That was with the block, 2x4 block. There's the little pieces of wood that I'm putting into one board. I have the plastic inserts for two of the boards. And there's me routering. Alright, now I'm using the screwdriver because I dig out the foam all the way down to where I'm scraping all the foam out, so that I reach down to the other side where I can see the paint. And here I'm using the compressor to blow out the crap. You could always turn the board upside down if you don't have a compressor and dig the stuff out of there. And here I am mixing up the stuff. And there you can see I've already planted the plywood ones, and there I've planted all the plastic inserts. And the next step after this is just to grind them down. You can see the end caps that have all been shaped with the grinder, and the trick is to use the grinder and grind towards the board. I mean, this epoxy is amazing stuff. And here I used masking tape, sort of like a vacuum bag, poor man's vacuum bag. Now I wouldn't, there you can see some Glad wrap. That wasn't a good idea. And this masking tape over the ends wasn't such a great idea either. I would have been better off using the painter's plastic on each end, but I just ran out of patience. You can see they're not real clean here, but it doesn't really matter. It's going to serve the purpose for these prototypes. And my next step, the only thing I need to do now is to put the inserts on the deck, and I think you saw those. And I'm going to drill holes here and screw them right into the plywood. And here's where the masking tape actually worked pretty clean. Just peel it off. Here you can see my boards. They're all done. All the end caps are on. 3 boards. 2, the ones on the bottom are mine. The one on the top is for whoever rides Goofy Foot and wants to try out my special design. So I still need to put the fins in. The fins, no problem, because this is the XPS foam. It doesn't absorb water. So I made these plastic end caps, and you can see the screws. So I just drill holes right through the board and then put the end caps on, and that way it doesn't bend the fiberglass when I tighten up the fins on them. All right, see you sometime on the water maybe. Take care, everyone, and good kiting out there and good foiling. Hope everybody enjoys themselves.